It's a plan 2 years in the making, and some would say decades overdue. But today, the city of Jacksonville unveiled a comprehensive plan to address resiliency in the face of climate change. Rich Donnelly is on your side. And Rich, the city says the goal of this plan is to prepare and protect the city and citizens from natural disasters over a long time, the next 50 years, half a century. So how do they plan to tackle that?
Well, sea levels are rising, and for a coastal city with nearly 1,500 miles of coastline and riverfront, storms and storm surge are a real and potentially very expensive threat. Resilient Jacksonville was unveiled today as an action plan that will be rolled out in different stages over the next 20 to 25 years in order to strengthen the future of the city.
Today, we have a plan that is backed by science and data. It lays out the actions we must take to become a more resilient city.
Planning for a resilient Jacksonville began before Donna Deegan became mayor, and its implementation will have an effect long after she's out of office.
We know that to get ahead of these changes, we really have to start today in thinking about what is at risk in our city, how we need to grow differently, how we need to design projects differently, and how we need to support residents differently.
Something that will serve Jacksonville for decades to come.
Ann Colanisi is the city's chief resilience officer and says a large portion of the plan looks at historic vulnerabilities and estimated impacts from future storms and a sea level rise.
The city's looking at our land development regulations and if they're sufficient for the level of growth that we're anticipating.
The realities in the report are stark, identifying neighborhoods that will be inaccessible to first responders during significant floods. Mayport experienced 4 high tide flood days 2 years ago, and will see that frequency increase to between 40 and 60 days by 2050. The report also suggests acquiring additional conservation land and guiding or redirecting growth into older communities. Over the life of the plan, Jacksonville is expected to gain an additional 600,000 residents.
My hope for this is that no matter where you live in Jacksonville, you're able to see the city effectively responding to new threats, that there are solutions in your neighborhood that can help you withstand these effects.
This plan is one of the most comprehensive examinations of climate impacts that any U.S. city has undertaken to date, and so there's a lot more of it, and you can find a link within this story on our website, firstcoastnews.com. Reporting Rich Donnelly, First Coast News, on your side.